with Diraj from Works Motorsports. So Diraj, tell us how you set up your bike for the track.
Well, what we have here is a modified Honda CBR 600, which I use for the races. I guess in track riding, what we've pretty much done to the bike is upgrade the brakes. As you can see, the brakes have been upgraded in terms of the rotos, the master cylinder itself. Getting the right suspension setup is very, very important for track riders and all track goers as well. What you have here is the Öhlins front fork cartridge and the Öhlins rear shock on the back of the bike, as you can see. I think the biggest thing, one of the most important things actually, is getting the bike to suit the rider very, very much. What I've done is put on a set of rear sets to suit my riding needs, so that to make sure that when we are riding the motorcycle, everything is catered towards the rider himself. Well, track preparation, I think the most important couple of things are, number one, the tires are very, very important. I mean, that's the only thing keeping you and the tarmac, separated. So, looking at the tires here, being a wet day in Pasir Gudang today, we've got a set of rain tires on the bikes itself, and making sure that just, they're good enough to use in the race itself. Tires are very, very important. Second thing you will touch on is making sure the bike is safe enough to ride. Yeah? Everything in the engine is lock wired. You've got fresh components in the engine like engine oil, new spark plugs, new oil filters and stuff like that. Even new brake pads actually. So the most important thing, like I say, making sure that the bike is safe to ride. It's very, very important for any track days or any track goers at all. Well, I guess as a rider, the most important thing is making sure that the night before you get enough rest. Drink lots of water before you hit out on the track. Make sure you do a little bit of warming up, stretching the muscles, making sure you're not too tense. And end of the day, it's about learning, it's about relaxing on the track. It's just as how you ride a normal motorcycle, but the only difference is that you go at a bit of a higher speed. Well, I think the best advice I can actually give is, number one, to relax. When you start riding on the circuit, you want to have a good time, you want to do it safely as well. So in aspects of riding on a circuit, try to maintain concentration at all times. Second thing I would actually say is be wary of your limitations. Riding on a circuit is a little bit than riding on the streets itself. So what you might have to do is really watch out for those corners that come up quick to you. What you can do is learn to anticipate what's going to happen. That will help overall riding as well. And I think the most important thing is be safe on the circuits. Try not to go a little bit too quick sometimes, learn the track a little bit, and then from there, as you get better, as you get more knowledge about the circuit, I think you should be able to move a bit quicker as well. So the most important thing is understanding the circuit first before you go all out and think about that trophy you're going to win. The biggest advice I can give riders who want to take corners quickly is, number one, learn to anticipate the corner. Number two, always brake before you turn in. Number three, always look where you want to go. And of course, the last thing, if anything goes wrong, do not panic. I think that is the biggest problem that we amateur riders have. So if we do not panic, normally in times you kind of save it. But if really, unfortunately, if you can't save it, save yourself. Put the bike down and ride another day.
again. You've won first place in the Superbike 600cc category. How do you feel about the race?
Well, to be honest, it was a really, really hard race. I mean, racing in the rain is no joke at all, you know. I guess the trick to doing it is trying to be as smooth and as, you know, gentle as possible on the throttle. At the same time, knowing your limitations in the wet. For all you riders out there who want to start this and really want to, you know, give it your all, always remember one thing. Safety always comes first. You know, it's not worth, you know, beating the bike, beating yourself, getting injured, and everybody understood that today. So what I tried my best to do was ride as smoothly as possible, try to carry as little corner speed as possible, and at the same time just make sure I finish the race. Winning is always a bonus, but safety and how you go home is the #1 issue. Right, guys?